Welcome to this week's Jackson County Board of Commissioners meeting. This meeting is held in the Jackson County Courthouse Auditorium at 10 South Oakdale in Medford. This meeting is held every Wednesday morning at 9:30, as long as a quorum of 2 commissioners is available to conduct the business of Jackson County. Your Jackson County Commissioners broadcast this meeting over Rogue Valley Television, and it's available for streaming and review at jacksoncountyor.gov. Under the Government tab, under Recorded Meetings, click on RVTV Live Streaming. The types of business that occur at this meeting include public hearings, official voting on actions by the Board of Commissioners, presentations by departments of the county, and recognition of service that makes our county great. Agendas of the meetings are posted on the Commissioners' Bulletin Board and released on the county's website and through local media in the time required for public notice. Many of the conclusions on the business presented to the Board of Commissioners have been discussed in detail and prepared by the administrative office and staff prior to consideration at this meeting and the official vote. These prior discussions also have been properly noticed and the work done in a transparent manner. We encourage you to come and experience the process by attending any of these meetings or watch online at jacksoncountyor.gov. And now, your Jackson County Commissioners, Rick Dyer, Colleen Roberts, and Randy Sparacino, working for you.
Well, good morning. It's 9:30, and I'll call to order the Board of Commissioners regular meeting for December 24th, 2025. We're in the courthouse auditorium and also on audio-video conference. And we'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. If you stand and join us. We'll move on to the requests for and discussion of non-agenda items. It's a 5-minute limit pursuant to the codified ordinances of Jackson County, Section 213.06. Members of the public may address any item that's not on the agenda. However, pursuant to ORS 192.640, the Board of Commissioners is prohibited from discussing a principal subject that's not on today's agenda. Therefore, the Board of Commissioners will listen to your concerns and may consider the matter you raised by asking staff to follow up on any question or by placing the matter on the agenda for discussion at a future meeting. And we have a sign-up sheet in the auditorium, and we have one person signed up, and that's Scott Fine. If you want to come up, give your name for the record, give your name and address, although we know Scott. Hang on just a second. I think your microphone's on.
Good morning, Commissioners. Scott Fine. I'm the elected county surveyor. Want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. So I was going to ask, I hope we could sit down and meet either at a work session. I mean, obviously there's public meetings rules, or if you guys would like to come talk to me individually about what we really do in the surveyor's office and how important it is and some of the struggles that I think I wouldn't say the county has internally of understanding what we are doing, and especially related to the county road department. To say I'm very concerned that we couldn't pause last week's legalization hearing so that I could meet with roads contract surveyor because, I just think the County Council doesn't really comprehend the state survey laws and that we need to be filing monument recovery right-of-way retracement surveys pre-construction and not jumping over to legalization and missing records relative to road petitions and monuments that are not searched for. There needs to be some more collaboration there. And really just it's been an issue for years of monuments being destroyed. This is something I worked really hard on with John Vile. I actually have an interdepartmental agreement that I'll share with you guys. John and I really worked hard on this, and I think we've gotten away from that. And then, we've just run into issues of just, those guys aren't surveyors out there. And, we got a situation on Foothill Road. We have 11 fee title legal descriptions that need to be corrected. And, and I've gotten a lot of pressure from county council to file these surveys and from roads, and it's like I have a job to do. And, I just hope that we could have a discussion offline about that. And then I just would like to say, and that's just on roads in general, I do think they really need to hire a professional surveyor in-house, or we need to collaborate on how we're working with the private guys. We all know each other, and I have the advantage, I've worked in this valley for 20 years and knew people that worked here for 60 years, and just the information is getting missed. And so that's all I'm asking for, is just to foster a relationship, figure out our inner workings on the funding. And then, the other thing I'd like to discuss is, obviously we're going through an audit in the surveyor's office. I've known Nicole Rollins, county auditor, almost 20 years. I think very, very highly of her. We've done some amazing work together. And I can't say it here in the remaining 2 minutes, but I would like to have this discussion at a work session, so we're not filtering information either through administration, council, or the auditor. I think we just need to talk about it, because we all know the surveyor's office runs incredibly well. We're super detailed with records. We know where the money comes from. We know where it goes. We know where the FTE are, right? This is my 4th term doing this as the county surveyor. I've been through a lot here. I don't want to get into that, right? But, after what I felt like there was really an effort to disrupt an election, last May, when I got asked to go see attorney generals because I have part-time outside employment, right? It's just, things have gotten strange here. 2 of you were here for that. Randy, you're new. We just need to do a better job of working together, and I think we need to sit down and have a conversation, because I'm here because I really care about this. And when I bring to you guys, things like, hey, we need to look at these specific fee matters, our costs are rising 10% a year in this county, right? On average, that's what it is in the surveyor's office. We maybe spend $40,000 a year on just materials. The rest is all internal, $200K for central services that we don't have an option to pay for. And so when I asked to look at these fees, it's not because we're trying to hoard money. It's because we're seeing fund balances go down. How much operating reserve do we need to have for this mission critical for society's, service? And just balancing that, basically what I'm saying is you take any amount of money at 10%, and it's time value money, it doubles in 7 years. We have 2 fees that, one, we haven't raised since 1986. Another, we've raised twice, in a 6-year period. And so just how we got into the details, the weeds, I'm really working with Nicole to focus what we're doing on justification of funds and just make it clear to you guys. But I just hope we can talk at a work session besides through other people. So, and if you guys know where to find me, and please come find me and let's
Great.
talk. Thank you.
Yeah, let the audit work its way through, that's for sure. Anybody else in the auditorium wish to speak?
Go ahead.
Good morning, Commissioners. Merry Christmas. My name is Logan Vaughn. I want to remind you guys that I'm a 4th generation Rogue Valley resident. If anyone has interest in this area, it would be me and my family who've been here for so long. No more fees. I hate to rain on his parade, but no more fees. We don't need to raise fees. They need to work with the money they have. And actually, we need to cut fees. We need to cut the red tape and allow people to do what they need to do. It is what it is. This is the land of the free and the home of the brave, not the home of the slave. I want to start off with some scripture reminding us what this time of year is about. As mentioned, we're coming here to a couple people at Christmas Eve. They have a commissioners meeting. Well, we do, so we're here. For unto us, and this is found in Isaiah 6, Old Testament, kind of a prophecy of what was coming. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. As I came here to this meeting, I managed to be able to speak to each one of you as you walked in the office this morning, asking if I could get your support to get inside the jail and do some ministry, some effective ministry inside of our jail. one of the comments, you know, we'll try what we can, and we don't have any influence, but one of the key things you said, Colleen, I think was it spoke volumes to me. I think you used the term, when God closes a door, he opens a window. Is that something like that? Well, you know what? God isn't closing this door. Nathan Sickler is closing this door, and Nathan Sickler is not God. You understand that? What's going on in our jail is a travesty. You can't get a Bible in there. I'm telling you because I know this for a fact, and I speak to men that go in and out of there. They have not allowed me inside that jail. Last I heard, I had pending charges from a racket that Patrick was trying to run against me, or actually Wade Hillshire. I don't necessarily want to blame Patrick. He should have got it dismissed much early, but anyway, I have no more pending charges. There is no reason why I cannot go in there and get inside the jail. I've sent numerous emails to Josh Aldridge and to Nathan Sickler asking me what it is, what's hanging up. Crickets. Called Nathan yesterday, said I was going to be here today. Crickets. I guess really what's going on is they're like, oh, we'll just let this guy go down here and speak because he's a crazy person and everyone can see it. Well, I am. If you look up Google and crazy in the Google definition, I fit the third definition to a T. But if enthusiastic is really wrong, and me having enthusiasm and passion about seeing the men in there have Bibles and access to pray with people, then forgive me. Guilty as charged. This is wrong. I guess I've been bringing too much attention that this is Josh Aldridge's decision. When all of you guys walked in, you made it very clear that this is Nathan's decision. Nathan Sickler. What a fitting name. Shame on him. People need to be contacting him and allowing me to get inside there and do ministry. Why is it not happening? The same chaplain, we have the same chaplain for over a decade now. Every time I went inside that place, I asked to speak with a chaplain and see a Bible. It was multiple occasions. Never was I able to see the chaplain. And finally, one time, because it was my neighbor, brought me a comic book Bible. It's wrong, folks. Let's do something about this. Please, for the love of God, please. We stand here and we salute this flag, one nation under God. Let's make it about him, okay? Let's use your influence, if you have any, to influence our sheriff to do the right thing. In the name of Jesus Christ, have some mercy. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Okay, anybody else wish to speak? In the auditorium, Robin, did you want? Or if you're online, raise your Zoom hand if you'd like to speak as well.
I'm Robin Lee, live on Sunrise in Medford, Oregon. I'd like to wish each of you a Merry Christmas. Sorry you can't have the rest of the year off, and my favorite thing to say at the end of the year is see you next year. But I think each and every one of you do an effective job. I know you devote a whole lot of time and effort. You take things with you on the weekend. I won't elaborate. I respect you all, and I thank you very much. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Robin.
Thank you, Robin. Anybody online with their Zoom hand would like to speak?
Madam Chair, there's no one with their Zoom hand raised.
And anybody else in the auditorium has spoken? So we'll move on to the consent calendar. We have, is there anything that staff would like to address that was said today or no? No. Okay, so we'll move on to the consent calendar. We have minutes of meetings, the Board of Commissioners work session for December 2nd, 2025, the Board of Commissioners regular meeting for December 3rd, 2025, the Board of Commissioners staff meeting for December 4th, 2025. We have order reappointing Alicia Bond, Marcus Allen, and Devin Brown to the Ambulance Service Quality Assurance Committee. That's order number 263-25. We have an order reappointing Ann Smith and Andrew Wolf to the Jackson County Active Transportation Advisory Committee. It's order number 264-25. We have order reappointing Madison Raffensperger to the Jackson County Fair Board. It's order number 265-25. An order reappointing John Elliott to the Jackson County Planning Commission, order number 266-25. An order reappointing Robin Norris, Calvin Lanfear, and Craig Hilty to the Jackson County Vector Control District Board, order number 267-25, and an order authorizing the issuance of airport revenue refunding bonds and related matters, and that's order 268-25.
Move approval of the consent calendar as read.
I'll second.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes, and just thank you to all the citizens that volunteer on these committees. They do a lot of work, and we appreciate their service. And we have a few items for Christmas Eve on our deliberation and discussion, but we did go over them Thursday pretty thoroughly, so we should be pretty efficient in this. First item is an order authorizing a purchase order under cooperative procurement with Hughes Fire Equipment, order number 269-25. Mr. Jordan.
Madam Chair, members of the board, thank you. In this case, our Rogue Valley International Medford Airport's in need of a replacement airport rescue and firefighting vehicle. This purchase is actually made through a purchase order under a cooperative procurement through Sourcewell contract number 110321-OKC-1 with Hughes Fire Equipment. A notice of intent was published in the December 10th, 2025 editions of the Rogue River Press and the Daily Journal of Commerce, and we did not receive any comments. It's an expense of $1,420,032. It is budgeted, and I do recommend your approval.
Thank you.
All right, I'll move approval of order number 269-25.
Second.
Any discussion?
No.
Glad to have the equipment at the airport.
Yeah.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. Next item is order authorizing a purchase order under cooperative procurement with MB Companies Incorporated. It's order number 270-25. Mr. Jordan.
Yeah, Madam Chair, members of the board, still buying more equipment for our airport. In this case, the Rogue Valley International Medford Airport is in need of new and additional snow removal equipment. This will include 2 runway brooms and a runway plow. In this case, the airport is utilizing purchase order under cooperative procurement through Sourcewell contract number 111522-AEB with M-B Companies Incorporated for this purchase. A notice of intent was published in the December 10th, 2025 editions of the Rogue River Press and the Daily Journal of Commerce, and we also received no comments. This is an expense of $1,463,925, and I do recommend your approval.
Move approval of order number 270-25.
Second.
Any discussion on this?
The way it's going this year, we might not need this equipment, but it's good to have it.
I hope we need it.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. And we have an order authorizing a service order amendment and Jackson County Rider to ClearGov Service Order Amendment and BCM Service Agreement with ClearGov Incorporated, order number 271-25. Mr. Jordan.
Yeah, Madam Chair, members of the board, as the board knows, we pretty much have moved to the use of ClearGov Incorporated software to support the county in our budgeting process. The service order and rider are effective upon execution. This is actually a contract that won't begin until September 1st of 2026, which is at the expiration of our current contract, through August 31st of 2029. Although we typically don't do this, the reason why we're doing this is ClearGov offered to lock us into our current rate if we agreed to a contract now. We think that's a good idea. The initial annual expense is $59,355, and I do recommend your approval.
And I'll move approval of order 271-25.
Second.
Any discussion on this? I'll take a vote.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. And the next item is an order authorizing a provider network agreement with POC Network Technologies, LLC, doing business as Transact RX. It's order number 272-25. Mr. Jordan.
Yeah, Madam Chair, members of the board, in this case, this is with regard to our Health and Human Services Department. Well, they'll use the POC Network Technologies LLC doing business as Transact RX claims system when administering Medicare Part D covered drugs. Transact RX contracts with payer and pharmacy benefit managers to reimburse drugs dispensed or administered in medical facilities and provide prescription claims processing services. The term of the agreement's upon execution through 1 year. It'll automatically renew for additional 1-year terms unless it's terminated as provided by the contract. It's an estimated expense of $55,000, and I do recommend your approval.
Move approval of order number 272-25.
Second.
Any discussion? No.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. And our final item is an order authorizing purchase order under Oregon State contract with Axon Enterprise Incorporated. It's order number 273-25.
Madam Chair, members of the board, you've seen contracts with Axon before your board recently with regard to the DA's office. In this case, this is with regard to our sheriff's office. They're purchasing body and in-car cameras, tasers, technical support for interview room systems, licensing, data storage, accessory functions that are provided through Axon's evidence management system. The cameras, tasers, and interview room systems, along with the licensing, data storage, and accessory functions, are required in order for the sheriff's office to gather, store, and maintain evidence related to investigations and other functions of the office. Many of the other law enforcement agencies in our county currently use the system and or are moving or converting to the system, which will allow different law enforcement agencies in the county to more easily collaborate towards investigations and prosecutions. The purchase order in this case is 126 months of service beginning January 1st of 2026 through June 30th of 2036. It's an expense of $3,649,997, or approximately $365,807 per year, and it is budgeted, and I do recommend your approval.
And I will move approval of order number 273-25.
Second.
Any discussion on this?
I think just what you said, we did go over these pretty thoroughly, and the orders more or less speak for themselves, so not a lot more to say. And Merry Christmas, everyone.
Total support for all the reasons that Mr. Jordan read in the agenda item. And again, Merry Christmas to everyone.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. And it does conclude our agenda. Do have a Merry Christmas, and meeting is adjourned. I didn't have that order either.
I didn't either.
We hope that you've enjoyed this week's Jackson County Board of Commissioners meeting. If you have any questions on any part of the show, please feel free to contact your Jackson County Commissioners or staff. You can find their contact information at jacksoncountyor.gov. To review the content of this or any other meeting, under the Government tab, under Recorded Meetings, click on RVTV Live Streaming.